Chapter 1. Whisper of the Cosmic Sea. You close your eyes and drift slowly into the vastness of space. Around you, the universe unfolds like a soft, endless ocean, where galaxies float like drifting leaves on a gentle current. There is no rush here, no hurry, only the quiet rhythm of cosmic motion, measured in centuries, in millennia, in the slow pulse of gravity itself. You feel it beneath your awareness, a subtle tug that stretches across the void, connecting stars, clouds of gas, and tiny motes of dust into a single, delicate network. Hello there, and welcome to Nap Nexus, a quiet corner of the cosmos where your thoughts can drift, and curiosity finds room to breathe. Tonight, we're slowing down to explore something that seems simple, yet carries the pulse of the entire universe. Black holes. But before we begin our gentle journey, I'd be grateful if you could take a moment to like this video and subscribe. Only if these calm explorations truly bring you peace. When you're ready, share in the comments where you're listening from and what time it is in your part of the world. It's always heartwarming to see our little constellation of night thinkers, each shining softly from a different corner of time now. Dim the lights. Let the stillness gather around you and allow the story to unfold, slowly, quietly, like starlight traveling through the dark dot. As you drift, you notice the galaxies scattered across this infinite expanse. They spin lazily, their spiral arms curling like silken ribbons, each star a quiet lantern in the darkness. Some glimmer faintly, white and serene, others blaze in soft gold, as though the universe itself is breathing slowly through the light. You imagine their age, billions of years, and how each one carries stories written in the quiet pulses of their stars, in the slow rotation of their arms, in the unseen dance of gravity holding them together. The emptiness between galaxies is not empty at all. It is filled with soft whispers, radiation from ancient stars, gentle flows of intergalactic gas, and the occasional echo of a distant supernova. You imagine reaching out with your mind and touching this space, feeling the faint, almost imperceptible warmth of light that began its journey long before you were born. You sense the rhythm of expansion, the gentle stretching of the cosmos as if it was sighing in contentment, taking its time in every infinitesimal moment. Somewhere far away, hidden in the shadowed corners of the cosmic sea, are black holes. You do not need to fear them. They are not hunting, not angry. They are patient, quiet, and steady, the invisible anchors around which stars and galaxies move. Their presence is subtle but profound, a silent pull that shapes the paths of entire star systems. Even at a distance, you feel their influence, a reminder of the weight of gravity and the strange, beautiful power it holds. You watch a small cluster of stars drift closer to one of these distant black holes. Their paths bend imperceptibly, like a gentle stream curving around a rock. You realize that everything in the universe moves according to unseen currents, flows you cannot see but can feel if you quiet your mind enough. And in this moment, the thought settles softly over you. Even in the emptiness, nothing is truly alone. Everything is connected, moving together in the slowest, most hypnotic waltz. Your body begins to match this rhythm. You notice your own breathing, slow and deliberate, syncing with the subtle, almost inaudible heartbeat of the universe. Your mind begins to drift, carried by the gentle waves of cosmic thought. The stars, the galaxies, the black holes, they all seem like companions in a vast, silent lullaby. You realize that in the stillness of space, there is a kind of comfort, A deep and quiet calm that nothing on earth can fully match. A galaxy far off in the distance begins to stretch, its arms curling ever so slightly toward something unseen. You cannot tell yet what it is, but the movement is slow, graceful, almost musical. The stars within it seem to hum softly as they follow their inexorable paths. And in your mind, you begin to wonder what happens when a galaxy drifts too close to the heart of darkness. What becomes of the stars, the clouds of gas, the quiet fires burning across billions of years? The thought is gentle, a question that floats and lingers rather than demands an answer. You let it settle like a feather on the surface of your mind. And as you lie in the calm, drifting further into the universe's quiet embrace, you feel the edges of sleep begin to brush against your consciousness, soft and warm. Somewhere deep in the cosmic sea, a black hole waits. You cannot see it yet, and perhaps you never will. But you know it is there, patient, steady, unhurried, shaping the paths of galaxies with invisible hands. And as your eyelids grow heavier, you imagine yourself drifting alongside those distant stars, floating quietly toward the mysteries that await a gentle, endless journey into the heart of the universe. Chapter 2. The Heart of Darkness *. You drift closer now, carried by the gentle pull of gravity, toward a black hole that waits silently in the depths of space. From a distance, it appears calm, almost ordinary, a dark circle against the soft glow of surrounding stars. But as you approach, you feel the subtle tug of its presence, a force that stretches space and time like warm, flowing fabric. There is no fear here, only the serene acknowledgement of something far greater than yourself, quietly shaping the universe around it. The surface of the black hole. The event horizon is like the surface of a still, black lake at midnight. You cannot see beneath it, yet you sense the depth, the hidden currents below. Light itself bends as it nears this boundary, curving gently, almost reverently, before it disappears entirely. You imagine the stars that have come too close, their brilliant fires slowly pulled into the invisible embrace, and your mind accepts it as part of the universe's quiet balance. Time behaves strangely here. Seconds seem to linger, stretching into long, quiet moments as if the universe itself is sighing in contemplation. You imagine your own thoughts slowing, each one drawn out like a thread of silk, weaving gently through the stillness. You can almost feel the passage of your mind stretching alongside space, drifting in harmony with the cosmic rhythm, the gentle tug of gravity marking a slow, unhurried pulse. You float closer, feeling the pull stronger, yet soft, almost comforting. The stars around you twinkle in delicate arcs, their light bending like water flowing over smooth stones. You notice how their paths curve, how the gas clouds shimmer and swirl, guided by invisible currents. The black hole does not act violently. It moves with a patience that is almost meditative, shaping the space around it without hurry or malice. A sense of intimacy arises here, as if you are witnessing a quiet secret of the cosmos. You imagine yourself as a gentle observer, not intruding, but allowed to float near enough to feel the gravity, to see the distortion of space and the stretch of time. The black hole becomes a teacher in stillness, showing how immense forces can act without drama, how powerful entities can coexist with harmony and quiet order. You notice the stars at the edge of its reach. Their light flickers, sometimes bending in soft arcs, sometimes disappearing into the blackness, leaving behind faint trails of memory in the surrounding space. You wonder what becomes of them, how long they linger in your mind, and realize that even in disappearance, there is continuity. Energy, motion, and light do not vanish. They transform, becoming part of something larger, a subtle echo of existence that persists in quiet resonance. Your own senses seem to heighten in the calm. You can feel the gentle tug of gravity on your mind, the slow ripple of time stretching as if it were a physical fabric beneath your fingertips. The stars themselves seem to move in a rhythm you can follow, like the waves of a distant ocean, drawing you deeper into the meditative hum of the universe. Each orbit, each swirl is a soft note in a cosmic symphony, a lullaby of matter and motion. You imagine falling closer, not with fear, but with trust in the natural order. The black hole does not rush, it does not demand. It simply exists as the universe has intended, patient and eternal. And as you drift near, you begin to sense the edges of understanding, the thin veil between what can be known and what must remain a quiet mystery. There is comfort in this, a gentle acceptance that some things are meant to be observed without fully comprehending them, their beauty lying in the quiet unknown. The stars around the black hole bend into delicate spirals, tracing invisible threads that connect them in patterns your mind can almost follow. You imagine these threads stretching across light years, connecting one star to another, binding galaxies in a slow, graceful dance. And in this moment, you feel your own consciousness floating among them, drifting on the currents of gravity, relaxed, steady, and at peace, as your mind drifts with the flow of space and time. You realize that the black hole is not a point of destruction, but a place of transformation. Everything that comes near is reshaped, stretched, and absorbed into a quiet, cosmic rhythm. You sense that understanding it fully is not necessary, only observing, feeling, and letting yourself move gently in step with this quiet power, somewhere just beyond your reach. The singularity waits, hidden and unknowable. You do not need to see it. The beauty lies in the journey, in the calm observation of forces far beyond human scale. And as you float here, weightless, in this vast, meditative silence, your mind begins to drift toward sleep, carrying the gentle pull of the universe with it, toward mysteries yet to be revealed in the next chapter of your cosmic journey. Chapter 3, Galactic Waltz, ***. You drift further into the cosmic expanse, carried along the gentle currents of gravity. Ahead, a galaxy begins its slow, mesmerizing journey toward the black hole you observed before. Its spiral arms stretch elegantly, curling like strands of silk caught in a soft, unseen breeze. Each star glimmers with quiet intent, tracing paths that are at once graceful and inevitable. You watch, not as an intruder, but as a witness to the universe's delicate choreography. The galaxy spins in its own rhythm, a slow waltz guided by invisible forces. You imagine the stars as dancers, each one responding to subtle cues, moving in patterns too vast to measure with ordinary thought. Some drift near the core, where gravity is gentle but firm, while others trace arcs along the outer edges, tracing slow, looping paths that stretch across thousands of light years. And you, floating in the quiet of space, feel a soft resonance with the rhythm. As if your own breath matches the galaxy's rotation, gas clouds shimmer in the darkness, glowing faintly as they drift along invisible streams. You imagine them curling around stars, pulled by soft, persistent currents, creating ribbons of color that twist and fold. Nebulae stretch outward, trailing like gossamer veils, and the motion is hypnotic, almost musical. You sense the patience in the universe here, the slow unfolding of processes that take millions, even billions, of years, a cosmic meditation in motion. As the galaxy drifts closer to the black hole, you notice the stretching of its arms. Stars at the edges move faster than those near the core, their paths elongated by the subtle pull of gravity. This is no chaos, no violence. It is a careful, inevitable transformation, a dance that has been rehearsed across cosmic time. You feel a soft, calm wash over you, a lullaby composed of light, motion, and the quiet hum of gravity at work. You imagine yourself tracing the path of a single star. It moves in a slow, spiraling curve, drawn gently toward the black hole's invisible grip. Its light bends, a graceful arc that stretches across space like a ribbon in the wind. You follow it, drifting alongside, feeling the quiet tug that guides its journey. Each moment is elongated, each motion deliberate. There is nowhere to rush in this space, no urgency, only the soft, steady pull of natural law. Other stars follow their own spirals, crossing paths without colliding, weaving a tapestry of motion that is both intricate and serene. You notice patterns repeating, arcs echoing across light years, as if the universe is humming a melody in slow, deliberate pulses. And in your mind, the rhythm becomes a lullaby, gentle and repetitive, coaxing thoughts to float away, like tiny motes of dust in a sunbeam. You sense the subtle currents of energy stretching between stars, invisible threads of magnetism and gravity that guide the waltz without interruption. Clouds of gas drift into elongated filaments, igniting softly as they rub against one another. Tiny bursts of light like sparks in a fireplace. Each movement feels organic, natural, and calming. A slow-motion display of cosmic artistry that invites your mind to rest in its quiet complexity. As the galaxy spirals closer, the pull of the black hole grows stronger. You do not feel fear. You feel awe, tempered by serenity. The stars elongate further, tracing arcs that your mind can follow easily. Time itself seems to slow in this region, each second drawn out like a delicate ribbon, allowing you to savor every motion, every glimmer of light, every gentle tug of gravity. You watch the galaxy's core, dense and luminous, turning slowly like a candle flame at the center of a quiet room. Its rotation steadies the surrounding stars, creating a balance that feels timeless. You imagine the gentle hum of energy moving through the galaxy, a faint vibration that touches everything it passes. And in this vibration, you feel a reflection of your own calm, as if the universe's rhythm has synchronized with your heartbeat, lulling you deeper into relaxation. The outer stars continue their spiral, stretching into arcs that seem endless. You imagine tracing their paths with your fingers, feeling the pull of gravity like a soft, invisible rope guiding you along. And as you drift in this slow, mesmerizing dance, your mind begins to float between stars and light years, carried by the gentle sway of the galaxy's motion. There is a quiet question lingering at the edges of your awareness. What will happen as this waltz carries the galaxy ever closer to the black hole? And yet, the question does not disturb. It drifts softly, like a leaf on a calm stream. You allow yourself to follow the motion, to float in the gentle sway of cosmic rhythm, and to rest in the infinite, slow-moving beauty of the universe. The dance of the stars continues, serene and endless, and you feel the edges of sleep begin to brush against your mind, soft and unhurried, like a gentle hand guiding you toward the next step of this cosmic journey. Chapter 4. Stretching time and space, you drift closer to the black hole, carried along by the gentle, invisible tides of gravity. As you approach, something remarkable begins to unfold. Time itself seems to stretch, like a soft, elastic ribbon pulled slowly between your fingers. Seconds lengthen and linger, moments expand, and your mind feels the subtle bending of reality. It is not frightening. It is hypnotic, almost musical, a slow-motion lullaby that invites your thoughts to drift and your body to relax. The light from distant stars bends as it nears the black hole, tracing curves that shimmer and flow like liquid glass. You imagine the paths of these photons, small messengers of energy traveling billions of years, now drawn into arcs that seem to dance gently around the darkness. Even as the galaxy spirals closer, its stars stretching into long filaments, you feel a strange calm in witnessing this cosmic distortion. There is a beauty in the way the universe reshapes itself quietly, without effort, without urgency. Your mind begins to play with the sensation of stretching. You imagine your own perception slowing, thoughts unfurling like soft threads. Each heartbeat seems to linger, each breath drawn out in sync with the gentle elongation of time. You feel the connection between the universe and yourself, as if the bending of space and time resonates within your own body, encouraging relaxation and gentle awareness. Stars in the galaxy stretch into long, luminous arcs, trailing behind them faint ribbons of gas. They swirl in patterns that are both hypnotic and precise, like dancers tracing the arcs of a perfectly choreographed ballet. You follow them with your gaze, tracing their elongated paths through the void, and notice that each motion feels deliberate, yet effortless. Gravity guides them, not as a force to resist, but as a gentle hand leading each star along its preordained course. You notice the effect on light itself. Photons that once traveled in straight lines now bend gracefully around the black hole, following paths that seem impossible yet inevitable. The universe here feels fluid, pliable, like soft clay shaped by invisible hands. You imagine painting with starlight, drawing arcs that stretch across millions of miles. Slow and deliberate, each curve a meditation on movement, time, and continuity. Time dilation makes your own thoughts seem suspended, lingering longer than usual. You notice the slow unfolding of patterns, the spiraling of the galaxy, the stretching of individual stars, the bending of light. Each repetition of movement is a gentle echo, a rhythm that your mind can follow effortlessly. You sense the harmony in the chaos, the order within the stretching, and your consciousness drifts like a leaf on a calm cosmic river. The black hole's pull is constant, patient, and omnipresent. You feel it not as a force to resist, but as a steady guide, shaping the motion of matter and light with quiet authority. Each particle, each star, moves in response to the invisible curvature of space, a dance that is precise yet infinitely gentle. You imagine your own body and mind moving in sync with this rhythm, weightless and unhurried, floating in the calm of cosmic law. You watch the stars at the edges of the galaxy stretch and twist, following paths that seem to spiral toward infinity. Their motion is hypnotic, drawing your attention gently, inviting your mind to follow the elongation, the slow spiral, the quiet, unbroken continuity of space. Even as time stretches near the black hole, there is no rush, no abruptness, only the steady, almost imperceptible unfolding of a cosmic melody. As the galaxy approaches the event horizon, the stretching becomes more pronounced. Stars form luminous arcs, like long streams of silk catching an unseen breeze. Gas clouds twist and shimmer, igniting faintly in bursts of light as they interact, creating a soft, luminous pattern across the void. You float alongside, carried by the rhythm, sensing the slow transformation of the galaxy as it moves closer, and allowing your own consciousness to move in tandem with the cosmic flow. You realize that this stretching is not destruction. It is transformation, a quiet reshaping of matter and energy in the tender hands of gravity. You feel the lesson gently sinking into your mind, even in forces that seem immense and overwhelming. There is rhythm, there is calm, and there is order. The universe stretches, bends, and reshapes itself, and in doing so, it invites you to stretch and bend your own awareness, to drift, to let go, to rest as your thoughts continue to flow with the elongating stars and bending light. You notice a soft question lingering in the edges of your mind. What happens beyond this stretching, at the threshold where time itself folds? You do not need the answer immediately. The wonder itself is enough, a gentle thread of curiosity that carries you further, deeper into the quiet, hypnotic journey of the galaxy's slow waltz toward the heart of the black hole. Chapter 5. The edge of no return. You drift closer to the event horizon, the invisible boundary where space and time stretch to their limits. From here, the black hole seems serene, almost contemplative, a dark circle against the gentle glow of surrounding stars. You feel no fear, only a quiet acknowledgement of its presence, a recognition that some things in the universe exist beyond full understanding. The edge is not a wall, not a trap, but a threshold, a place of transition, subtle and profound. Time slows as you approach. Seconds stretch into minutes, minutes into hours, each moment lingering longer than your mind expects. Your thoughts, like distant stars, begin to follow elongated paths, winding slowly in loops and arcs. You sense the stretching of your own perception, a gentle reminder that here, near the edge of no return, reality itself is fluid. You drift in this elasticity, carried by the quiet tug of gravity, and feel a softness settle over your mind. The stars of the galaxy spiral ever closer, their paths bending in response to the black hole's immense pull. They form luminous streams, arcing gracefully, as if tracing invisible spirals with a cosmic pen. Gas clouds ignite faintly, streaking like ribbons of fire, yet the movement is hypnotic rather than violent. You watch, aware of the delicate balance, and feel the quiet lesson of inevitability. Everything follows its path, and yet nothing is rushed. You imagine floating among the stars, drifting alongside them as they curve inward, drawn by gravity's patient hand. You feel a connection to this slow, deliberate motion. Sensing your own breath lengthen, your heartbeat sync with the cosmic rhythm. The universe hums softly here, a lullaby in motion, carrying both matter and thought into gentle arcs that spiral toward the unknown. Light itself behaves strangely. Photons near the edge bend, twisting in patterns that shimmer and shimmer again, like silk threads in an unseen wind. You follow their paths with your eyes closed, imagining each one as a tiny messenger, traveling across eons, now slowed and stretched by the black hole's influence. It is hypnotic, comforting, a quiet spectacle that invites reflection rather than alarm. You notice the subtle glow of accretion, the gas and dust circling the black hole, swirling in quiet spirals, forming luminous rings of energy. They shimmer like liquid gold, each particle tracing a slow, deliberate curve. There is heat here. Yes, but it is not harsh. It is the gentle pulse of transformation, the soft hum of matter moving in accordance with cosmic law. You sense it as a vibration, a faint resonance that brushes against your awareness and slows your thoughts, encouraging calm. Near the event horizon, the bending of space becomes more pronounced. Distances stretch, shapes warp, and the galaxy's arms elongate further, like soft ribbons pulled taut. You feel your mind stretching alongside, drifting effortlessly in the slow current of time and space. There is a rhythm here, gentle and precise, that you can follow with ease. A quiet guide leading you into the edge of mystery. You imagine the singularity beyond, the hidden heart of the black hole, where density and gravity reach their peak. Though it cannot be seen, its presence is palpable, a quiet weight that bends everything around it. You do not need to know it fully. You only observe, drift, and feel the gentle order of forces too vast for human scale. There is comfort in this. Some things are meant to be witnessed, not understood. Your own awareness seems to slow with the bending of time. Each breath is drawn out, each thought expanded, as if the universe itself is tucking you into a quiet space of reflection. The galaxy stretches, the stars twirl, the gas glows softly, and you float among it all, a silent observer in a waltz of cosmic inevitability. The edge of no return is not threatening. It is patient, gentle, and enduring. A quiet thought brushes against your mind. What happens to light, to matter, to memory as it crosses this threshold? You do not rush for answers. Instead, you drift, in the calm of contemplation, feeling the pull of gravity and the soft stretch of time like a gentle hand guiding you deeper into rest. Somewhere beyond, the singularity waits, unseen and eternal, and you feel yourself carried along in a slow, hypnotic tide toward the mysteries yet to unfold. The stars continue their graceful arcs, and your mind mirrors the motion. You feel the gentle tug of inevitability, the soft rhythm of the galaxy's journey toward transformation. And as your thoughts float on the current of gravity, you sense the edges of sleep approaching, subtle and warm, coaxing you to drift ever deeper into the quiet, meditative embrace of the universe. Chapter 6. Star streams and cosmic fireworks. You float silently, carried by the slow, irresistible pull of gravity as the galaxy moves ever closer to the black hole. From this distance, the movement is mesmerizing. Stars stretch into luminous streams, trailing behind them faint ribbons of light that ripple gently through the void. Gas clouds twist and shimmer in slow arcs, igniting faintly as they interact, as if the universe itself is performing a quiet, cosmic fireworks display. The galaxy seems to unfurl like a slowly blooming flower. Its spiral arms stretch and curl in graceful curves, stars tracing paths that shimmer and bend under the influence of the black hole's steady pull. You imagine following each star, drifting alongside in silence, feeling the soft rhythm of their arcs as they twist and elongate. There is no rush here. The spectacle is slow and deliberate, a lullaby written in light and motion. You notice how different stars respond in unique ways. Some cling closer to the galaxy's core, moving in tight, circular orbits, while others at the edges are drawn into long, elegant filaments. These elongated streams shimmer faintly, like threads of silk catching an unseen breeze. You imagine tracing them with your fingers, each curve smooth and hypnotic, a soft guide leading you deeper into the dance of matter and gravity. Gas clouds swirl gently, igniting in soft bursts of color as they are pulled along. They flare like tiny, distant fireworks, glowing briefly before fading into faint luminescence. You watch them with quiet wonder, sensing the gentle power of transformation at work. The black hole does not rush. It shapes the galaxy with patience and precision, orchestrating the stretching of stars and the ignition of gas into a silent symphony that your mind follows effortlessly. Time feels elastic here, stretched by the black hole's presence. You feel each moment lengthen, each heartbeat drawn out in gentle rhythm. Your consciousness floats with the galaxy, moving alongside the star streams, drifting in harmony with the soft, invisible currents. There is an intimacy here, a quiet connection between observer and cosmos, as if the universe itself has slowed to welcome your presence. You imagine the sound of the galaxy's movement as a soft hum, too low for ears to detect, but resonant in your awareness. Each star, each stream of gas, contributes to a gentle vibration that carries across light years, a quiet melody of motion and energy. Your mind syncs with it, floating along the gentle arcs, following the spiraling paths of matter as it flows inexorably toward transformation. The streams of stars begin to intertwine, twisting around one another in slow, elegant patterns. They brush past each other without collision, tracing luminous arcs that shimmer faintly in the darkness. You imagine this delicate interweaving as a dance of light, a choreography guided by gravity and motion, precise yet effortless. Your awareness drifts in tandem, following the patterns, feeling a gentle calm settle deeper into your mind. The black hole's presence grows stronger, yet it remains serene. You feel it not as a threat, but as a quiet anchor, shaping the galaxy with invisible hands. Stars and gas follow their paths willingly, drawn into long arcs and luminous filaments, stretching and twirling in a hypnotic spiral. You imagine the galaxy as a living, breathing entity, responding to the pull with grace and quiet acceptance. Small bursts of light flare as gas clouds ignite near the edges of the galaxy. These cosmic sparks resemble fireworks, delicate and ephemeral, fading gently into streams of soft glow. You drift alongside them, imagining the warmth and energy flowing through each particle, the silent power of transformation guiding every motion. The spectacle is calm and meditative, a lullaby of color and light in the deep, dark sea of space. As the galaxy draws nearer, the streams stretch ever longer, forming arcs that seem to shimmer for millions of miles. You imagine tracing their paths, feeling the gentle tug of gravity as if it were a slow current beneath your fingertips. Each motion is drawn out, elongated, precise, a hypnotic ballet that invites your mind to rest, to float, to drift along with the universe itself. And in this quiet, luminous display, a soft thought brushes your mind. What becomes of the stars, the gas, the light, as they follow these arcs into the black hole's embrace? You do not need the answer now. The beauty of the journey, the rhythm of motion, and the gentle pull of gravity are enough to cradle your awareness. You drift with the galaxy, wrapped in the soft, hypnotic music of star streams and cosmic fireworks, carried slowly toward mysteries that await just beyond sight. Chapter 7. Into the Singularity. You drift ever closer, carried by the patient pull of gravity, toward the very heart of the black hole. The stars around you stretch into long, luminous filaments, spiraling silently as they approach a point you cannot see. This point, the Singularity, is a place of infinite density and unimaginable concentration, hidden behind the veil of the event horizon. Yet you do not feel fear. You feel awe, serenity, and a profound sense of the universe's quiet order. Time here bends in ways your mind can scarcely comprehend. Moments stretch like elastic, each second lingering in soft suspension. You imagine your consciousness moving alongside this flow, elongated and slowed, drifting in harmony with the galaxy's spiraling stars. The closer you move, the more space itself seems to curve and fold, like gentle waves rippling across a vast, invisible ocean. You watch the stars spiral in delicate arcs, tracing invisible paths toward the unseen center. Some glow brighter as their light is compressed, while others fade into elongated streaks of color that stretch across the blackness. Gas clouds twist, shimmer, and ignite in brief, luminous bursts, like quiet fireworks that mark the slow, deliberate choreography of matter drawn toward transformation. You drift among them, weightless and calm, as if floating in a living, breathing painting of light and motion. The singularity itself is unknowable, a point where our understanding ends. You do not need to see it. Its presence is felt in the graceful pull on the stars, the gentle stretching of light, the soft bending of space and time. Everything that comes near it moves with inevitability, yet there is no chaos here, no violence, only the slow, hypnotic rhythm of transformation. You imagine the singularity as a quiet center, a cosmic anchor where matter and energy converge in perfect harmony. Your thoughts begin to slow, stretching in rhythm with the curvature of space. Each heartbeat lingers, each breath flows longer than usual, and you feel your mind dissolving into the gentle waves of gravity. You sense the slow spiraling motion of the galaxy as it unwinds toward the center, the stars moving with precision and elegance, pulled into long twisting arcs that seem endless. There is a quiet meditation in their motion, a lullaby that guides your awareness deeper into calm. The light from surrounding stars bends around the black hole, forming arcs and loops that shimmer softly. You imagine tracing these paths, feeling the gentle tug of gravity as if it were a warm, invisible hand guiding you. Each star, each particle of gas, follows a path that is both inevitable and graceful. The universe here feels alive, a subtle, hypnotic dance of matter and energy, and you are carried within it. Floating in serene rhythm, you begin to sense the edge of understanding, the delicate boundary between what can be observed and what must remain a mystery. The singularity cannot be seen, cannot be touched, cannot be fully comprehended, yet its effects are all around you. You realize that some truths in the universe are meant to be felt rather than known, experienced as gentle echoes. As the quiet pull of gravity shaping motion and light across eons. Stars at the edge of the black hole stretch into long luminous streams, trailing gas and dust in delicate, flowing arcs. You imagine their movement as a gentle spiral of energy, each twist and turn a soft note in the universe's quiet symphony. You follow these streams in thought, tracing them toward the hidden center, feeling a profound sense of connection to the cosmic rhythm that guides them, even as the galaxy approaches the singularity. You sense transformation rather than destruction. Stars, gas, and light are not lost but reshaped, drawn into a new form, a new state of existence, beyond ordinary comprehension. You feel this transformation as a gentle wave passing through your awareness, a reminder that the universe moves with purpose and serenity, even in regions that seem dark or unknowable. You imagine floating beyond the spiraling streams, carried effortlessly by the gentle pull of gravity. The black hole's center, hidden and infinite, exerts a silent influence, shaping matter and energy with perfect patience. Your mind drifts alongside, thoughts stretching in slow arcs, consciousness suspended in the quiet, hypnotic flow. And in this stillness, a soft question touches your awareness. What stories, what secrets linger within the heart of darkness, waiting to be discovered, even if they remain unseen? As your thoughts drift with the spiraling stars, you feel the universe's calm embrace surrounding you. The singularity waits, silent and eternal, and you sense that understanding it fully is not necessary. The journey itself, the gentle motion of galaxies and stars, the stretching of time and space, is enough to lull your mind, carrying you deeper into rest, suspended in the quiet majesty of the cosmos. Chapter 8. Gravity's silent music cue drifts slightly away from the spiraling galaxy, letting the quiet pull of the black hole settle around you like a soft, invisible blanket. Here, in the stillness, you begin to sense a subtle vibration, an imperceptible hum that moves through space itself. It is the music of gravity, a song that has no sound in the usual sense, yet resonates through everything, carrying the rhythm of motion and the echoes of distant cosmic events. The stars continue their gentle arcs, trailing luminous streams of light like flowing ribbons. As they move, their collective motion sends ripples through space, faint waves that stretch across light years. You imagine these waves as vibrations of a vast, invisible string, each oscillation a note in a symphony composed by the universe itself. The music is slow, deliberate, and hypnotic, a lullaby of immense scale that your mind can follow effortlessly. You feel your own consciousness vibrating in sync with the gravitational waves. Your heartbeat slows, your breath deepens, and your thoughts begin to move in gentle arcs, echoing the motion of stars and galaxies around you. Each wave that passes is soft and calming, carrying with it the distant memory of stellar dances, colliding black holes, and the quiet unfolding of galaxies. You sense that even across vast distances, the universe communicates through this silent music, an elegant rhythm of existence. The galaxy's star streams stretch further as they spiral into the black hole, their motion perfectly synchronized with the flow of space. Gas clouds swirl and shimmer, igniting faintly as they respond to gravitational forces, creating luminous arcs that flicker softly in the darkness. You drift alongside these streams, feeling the gentle tug of gravity like a soft, invisible hand guiding your movement. Each motion, each bending of light, contributes to the silent, cosmic melody surrounding you. You imagine the waves passing through everything, not as a vibration of sound, but as a quiet ripple in the fabric of reality. Time itself seems to bend with these waves, stretching and compressing in subtle rhythms that you can almost feel in your body. It is as if the universe is breathing slowly, each exhale and inhale expressed in the movement of stars and the flow of energy across the cosmos. A distant black hole merges its influence with the one nearby, sending larger, softer waves rolling through the surrounding space. You imagine the ripples reaching across light years, brushing gently against other galaxies, bending their stars slightly, nudging their motion in imperceptible ways. There is no chaos in this, only a harmonious layering of subtle forces, creating a quiet music that is constant, eternal, and profoundly soothing. You notice how even the faintest stars contribute to the melody. Their gravitational pull, however small, adds a tiny vibration to the cosmic symphony, like the soft, distant notes of a harp in a vast, empty concert hall. Each particle of dust, each glowing fragment of matter, participates, adding texture and depth to a song without beginning or end. You feel your mind drifting along with these waves, floating in the calm, infinite cadence of the universe. The galaxy itself bends gracefully under the combined forces. Stars and gas tracing elongated arcs that shimmer in quiet harmony. The bending light forms faint spirals, each curve resonating with the rhythm of gravity. You follow them with your mind, tracing the paths as gently as you can, feeling the soft tug of inevitability and allowing your awareness to melt into the movement. There is a quiet joy in observing this, a sense of belonging to the flow of time and space itself. You imagine listening to the black holes, song as though it were a gentle lullaby. There are no words, no sudden changes, only the slow, meditative rhythm of forces in balance. The singularity remains hidden, yet its presence shapes the motion of stars, the stretching of galaxies, and the bending of space. You feel the quiet power of transformation here, carried softly in each wave of gravity, each ripple of light, each curve of orbiting matter, and as you float in the calm resonance, you sense a thought forming, delicate and almost imperceptible. What messages are carried in this music across the vast expanse of space and time? You do not need the answer. The melody itself is enough, soothing and infinite, carrying you gently toward sleep, toward dreams, toward the quiet contemplation of mysteries yet unseen in the universe's eternal, silent symphony. Chapter 9. Beyond light and memory you drift quietly, suspended in the soft darkness just beyond the black hole's reach. The stars of the galaxy have stretched into long, luminous streams, many now spiraling into the unseen center. You feel their motion as a gentle tug on your awareness, a quiet resonance that reminds you of the subtle flow of memory itself. Even as light vanishes from sight, something remains, traces of movement, echoes of energy, whispers of existence that linger in the surrounding space. Time here stretches like a soft, pliable fabric. Moments elongate, stretching far longer than you expect, and your thoughts begin to mirror this rhythm. Each memory, each sensation of the galaxy's stars drifts alongside you, suspended in the calm. You notice the faint trails of energy left behind, shimmering like delicate threads connecting the past to the present, the seen to the unseen. You feel the quiet reassurance that even disappearance is not the end, but a gentle transformation. Some stars have already crossed the event horizon, pulled into the hidden heart of the black hole. You cannot see them, yet you sense them in the surrounding space, echoes of their presence, faint gravitational ripples that linger for eons. You imagine these remnants as soft, gentle imprints, a quiet record of motion and energy persisting in forms invisible to ordinary eyes. Even in absence, there is continuity, a silent music carrying the memory of what once was. You watch as gas clouds swirl in elongated arcs, igniting faintly before fading into soft glows. They trace paths that no longer lead to bright light, but leave subtle imprints across space. You imagine these as the fingerprints of the universe, delicate and fleeting, yet permanent in their own way. The galaxy, though altered, continues to exist in transformed forms, its memory encoded in the waves of gravity, the bending of space, and the trails of light that reach across distances you can scarcely measure. Time itself seems to fold here, layers of past, present, and future blending softly. You feel your consciousness stretching alongside it, thoughts drifting in elongated loops. You sense the slow unfolding of events, each star, each stream of matter, tracing a path that is both inevitable and poetic. The universe is patient, and you, too, are carried in this rhythm, floating in the soft hum of continuity and quiet transformation. The black hole remains a calm, hidden anchor. Its presence is profound but not menacing. You sense that it shapes not only the stars but the very fabric of memory and light, drawing them inward, folding them gently into something beyond ordinary perception. You imagine the singularity as a silent library, storing the essence of all that has passed, preserving it in ways invisible yet eternal. There is a softness in this thought, a quiet comfort that lulls your mind deeper into contemplation and rest. You follow the faint gravitational echoes, tracing their gentle curves through the surrounding space. They ripple slowly, carrying the quiet histories of countless stars, the soft arcs of spiraling gas, and the remnants of luminous threads that once glimmered brightly. You feel your awareness drifting with these waves. Carried by their rhythm, your mind relaxed and expansive, touched by the gentle continuity that stretches across time and light. Somewhere in the distance, you sense other galaxies moving, distant witnesses to similar transformations, their stars bending, stretching, and leaving trails that ripple across the cosmos. You imagine that the universe is full of such quiet passages, each one a story of motion, change, and the persistence of energy. And you feel your own consciousness floating among these flows, connected to a vast, gentle pattern that is both serene and hypnotic. As you float in this calm, you reflect on memory itself. Stars and light may vanish from sight, yet their influence remains, imprinted in the fabric of space. You imagine that even the black hole, this dark, hidden heart, carries the echoes of everything it has drawn near, a repository of transformation, quiet and eternal. There is a profound lesson here. Endings are not abrupt, not final, but folded gently into the ongoing rhythm of the universe. A soft thought drifts through your mind. If light and matter leave traces, even in their disappearance, what else persists quietly, unseen, yet enduring? You do not need an answer now. The question itself is gentle, almost a whisper, inviting your awareness to continue floating, drifting slowly through the calm, luminous echoes of the galaxy, toward mysteries that remain hidden beyond the reach of ordinary vision. And as your mind drifts further, you feel the edges of sleep brushing softly against consciousness, like a warm, gentle tide carrying you into rest. Chapter 10. Cosmic Lullaby, ***. You float gently, drifting through the soft expanse of space, carried by the quiet, invisible currents of gravity. The galaxy has long been drawn toward the black hole, its stars stretched into luminous streams, gas clouds trailing in delicate arcs, and light bending softly into unseen paths. Everything here moves with patience, with a rhythm so slow it seems eternal. A gentle cadence that your mind mirrors effortlessly. The universe hums in subtle tones. A cosmic lullaby you can feel more than hear. Waves of gravity ripple outward, faint and precise, touching distant stars and gas clouds, carrying the memory of all that has passed. You imagine each ripple as a note, part of a vast, endless symphony, each one guiding your awareness deeper into calm, each one coaxing your thoughts into soft, unhurried arcs, dot-like stretches and bends, weaving across space like delicate threads. Stars trace their spiraling paths, some fading into invisible streams, others glowing faintly as if whispering secrets to the void. Gas clouds twist softly, igniting in gentle, fleeting flashes that drift slowly outward. You follow their motion with your mind, drifting in harmony with their flow, feeling the subtle tug of gravity resonate through your awareness. steadying your breath and softening your thoughts. The black hole, serene and patient, remains a silent anchor at the center of this unfolding scene. It exerts influence without haste, drawing the galaxy toward transformation, not destruction. You sense its quiet power as a gentle, guiding presence, shaping the motion of stars and light in ways too vast to see fully. Your consciousness drifts with this rhythm, weightless and calm. Moving in tandem with the universe itself, you imagine the galaxy's streams as threads of a vast tapestry, stretching across space and time. Even as individual stars vanish from sight, their essence persists in the surrounding gravitational waves, in the bending of light, in the gentle shaping of matter. You sense the continuity of all things, the soft persistence of energy, the delicate memory of movement that lingers in silence. There is comfort here, a deep, quiet reassurance that nothing is truly lost, only transformed. Time continues its slow, elastic flow. Each moment lingers, elongated and serene, carrying your awareness gently along with the spiraling streams of stars. You feel your own heartbeat lengthen, your breathing deepen, each inhale and exhale matching the soft cadence of cosmic motion. Thoughts drift freely, unhurried, carried by the quiet rhythm of the universe's invisible pulse. Stars flare softly as they spiral inward, igniting faint bursts of light before dissolving into trails of energy. You watch these luminous echoes with wonder, imagining them as quiet whispers of the galaxy's passage. Even in disappearance, there is beauty, a gentle reminder that transformation is not loss but continuation, a serene shift in the grand, eternal pattern of space and time. You float amidst the gentle arcs, your mind attuned to the subtle symphony of gravity, light, and motion. The universe seems to exhale slowly, a soft pulse that flows through the galaxy, the black hole, and the surrounding void. You feel yourself carried on this exhale, drifting effortlessly, weightless, as if wrapped in a cosmic blanket. Embraced by the calm order of existence, the stars' luminous streams intertwine and fade, leaving delicate trails that shimmer faintly in the darkness. Gas clouds drift in gentle ribbons, their fleeting flashes forming quiet, soft patterns across the void. You imagine these patterns as lullabies in motion, notes written in light and gravity, composed over eons, carried forward in silence. Each trace is a memory, each motion a gentle caress for the mind, encouraging rest, encouraging dream, and in this vast quiet space, you sense the universe settling into itself. Stars, light, and matter have moved, transformed, and continue in rhythms that are endless, yet gentle. You feel your awareness drifting in tandem with these rhythms, thoughts slowing, consciousness softening, and your mind becoming a quiet mirror for the calm of space. The black hole remains unseen, yet its presence is a gentle pulse, a steady, silent reminder of balance and inevitability. A soft thought brushes your mind. Even in the darkness, there is light. Even in disappearance, there is memory. Even in endings, there is continuation. You drift with these truths, carried gently by the cosmic lullaby, and feel the edges of sleep envelop you, soft and warm, pulling you deeper into quiet rest. The universe hums, the stars glow, the streams stretch, and you float peacefully, weightless and serene, cradled by the eternal, gentle rhythm of space.